How's it going, people? We're the Generalists. Welcome to another episode of General Thoughts, where we give our thoughts and opinions about the latest movies, TV shows, and video games. Just a quick disclaimer. Everything said on these videos are our own personal opinions and thoughts, and these don't mean anything, basically. So please do not take them seriously and don't be offended. Thank you. Without further ado, let's. Okay, you went first.
Yeah, let's go ahead, I guess.
Yeah, so this movie this week that we're doing is Chef, one of Bilal's favorites.
Yes.
So the director is Jon Favreau, who is also the lead actor. He is also accompanied with big name actors such as Scarlett Johansson and Sofia Vergara and a bunch of others like RDJ.
Would you like to say the full name or just RDJ?
I mean RDJ.
Iron Man.
Sure. Sure.
The initial release was March 7th, 2014, and it got a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb and an 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm trying to find the budget. So, what do you guys think?
I mean, there's not much to say. It's my favorite movie. Very underrated, in my opinion. And apparently, you guys didn't like it.
I mean,
Okay.
I didn't hate it.
I mean, you say it was underrated, so the budget was $11 million, and in the box office it made $46 million. So,
Do you know what underrated means?
yes, I know what underrated means.
Okay, good. But I really like the movie. I just personally, I'm a huge fan of food. First of all, let's get that out there. Second of all, road trip movies. I love road trip movies. Okay, you can't go wrong with a good, heartfelt, wholesome road trip movie. And I love the movie. It's my favorite movie. But
I mean, I enjoyed the movie too. I think that it was missing a bit of, tension here and there though, because there was the big, if you watch the movie obviously, there was the big fight between him and the review critic at the start and kind of near the beginning. But then after that, for me anyways, it just felt kind of dead for a lot of the movie.
Yeah. The only thing that I liked about I kind of got anything from the movie was about the influence of social media. Well, how it can affect our lives. But that's the only thing I got from the movie. It was a pretty good movie in production, but I didn't really like the plot. It wasn't exciting for me to watch it. And I mean, if you like road trip movies, there's Fear and Loathing in Los Angeles.
I've never heard of that movie, so...
Okay.
I mean, I think you guys just like action way too much. It was a nice, slow-paced movie, and apparently you guys just can't handle a slow-paced movie.
It was pretty good. It was pretty simple. That was what I didn't like about it. It didn't have highs and lows to it, ups and downs. There was literally a straight line.
Yeah.
And nothing really important happened. Robert Downey Jr.'s character was just there for 5 minutes. We didn't see anything before or after.
It's because he was more of a cameo. The main cast was really Jon Favreau himself as the chef, his kid, I don't remember the actor's name, and then the other chef in the food truck.
MJ Anthony.
Yeah, him. But I enjoyed it for the reason that it was simple, it was nice and straightforward.
It was, I agree with that. It was a simple, nice, movie. Something I guess you'd watch if you just want to chill out and just catch a movie. But yeah.
It was a simple movie for a simple time. Okay,
2014
I say it was a good movie, but it wasn't my style of a movie because it didn't have any intense scenes or something.
I mean, I personally liked it more because as the movie progresses, the main focus of the movie is the relationship between the chef and his son.
Definitely,
because
yeah.
at the start they're very distant, they're not close at all. But as they go through the movie, they get really close and they bond. And I just really liked that. It was really wholesome. It was really nice.
It had some the thing the hero's journey thingy in it. But it was too short. I think maybe if it was longer, it had more details. I think it would be much better because like the whole fall of of the chef was just like how long? Like 10 minutes?
Yeah, I
20 minutes?
I feel like the whole like downfall of like the chef losing his job and all of that. I felt like it didn't play as much of an impact as I maybe expected it to, and I feel like it definitely if that was thought of more of, or if like you could see that impact more throughout the movie, it would have definitely added a lot more to it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it made it to be longer. I felt like the amount of time it had and the story that it told was pretty good, and I just really liked it. I'm very biased towards this movie.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually agree with Bilal that I do kind of like the story between him and like John Favreau and his son. But the problem is, for me at least, it felt like that wasn't actually the main spotlight at all. Because they did have that, but I feel like the main thing was actually
The cooking.
the cooking and him being a chef, which I guess that's kind of what it's supposed to be about. But I feel like they spent way too much time on that, and also even if it's the main premise, if it is at least, I don't think they made it interesting enough for me to stay engaged the whole time.
I mean,
Arc.
the cooking scenes were definitely a highlight of the movie. Like
Yeah,
with the soundtrack they played. Like what about the soundtrack?
that's true.
The
That is
soundtrack
true.
was
That's
really
true.
good. Like and as all the cooking scenes were just great. I love them especially, and like how he does it because if you know any behind the scenes of the movie, John Favreau actually spent a long time with a professional chef learning how to make all the dishes within the movie.
And all the food looks amazing.
Yeah, like it was really good and it was really like well done. You could tell the amount of effort he put into
Yeah.
that training.
Yeah, look, the music was good. The whole production of the movie, the acting was amazing.
Mhm.
But my problem was with the plot.
Yeah.
I personally didn't like the plot. Okay, you love the plot, that's a different thing. That's your personal opinion.
Mhm.
This is mine. But like, I think maybe if it had like ups and downs, if it has something exciting in it,
Yeah.
would be like better. But I mean, I don't really like road trip movies, or like cooking movies or something.
I guess you wanted more of like a higher stake or something that
Yeah.
like something important to the characters
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
that could affect them in a big way.
Yeah.
I guess. For me, this movie was a very slow burn movie. I would say
Definitely.
like stuff doesn't happen immediately. It takes a long time for characters to progress and develop throughout the movie, which I guess for some people it isn't what they really look for within a movie, or it can be like a big turn off for a lot of people. But yeah,
Yeah. And also, but like as I said before, so the chef, that whole chef arc. Another reason I didn't think I was as engaged is like, for example, John Favreau as this character. He had experienced obvious character arcs, like especially with him and his son. But for example, with that chef arc, he doesn't actually change. He kind of just stays the same. Maybe like the fact that he gets a food truck, maybe. But in my opinion, there's nothing that much that changes about him in that regard. So maybe that's another reason, since that's the main focus as well, that I didn't really feel like I was that connected.
I feel like with when it came to character development within this movie, I feel like a lot of the characters developed in one aspect only instead
Yeah.
of their whole personality
Exactly.
developing.
Yeah.
So I feel like with John Favreau, his whole character arc was just him getting closer to his son, but not like any of the other stuff really.
Yeah. And I think that would have been better too if they actually made him getting closer with his son the main like focus of the story. Because then maybe that if that's the main focus, it's more acceptable and maybe would be more entertaining for me at least. But since it wasn't really the main focus, I guess I just felt a bit disengaged with the movie at parts.
I think one of the like main focuses was also the influence that social media had on their lives. Because the whole movie was about how his life got basically ruined. First, he got fired. He got like
Yeah, the impact
so
of
many
social
like bad reviews and like comments on him because of social media. So like it's kind of to
Yeah.
careful what you put on social media, and also I think maybe like it would be better like look, it didn't have like the character Tony. He was there. He was one of the main characters at first, but then
He just
didn't.
disappears.
Yeah,
You don't see him again.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like like Arya was saying earlier, social media was a lot the catalyst for a lot of events within the movie. Firstly, like the whole like Twitter argument with the food critic, and then later on how Twitter helped to advertise the food truck and like the stuff he was doing, and then a lot of his connections with the original restaurant. Those characters, you don't see them after maybe the first quarter of the movie, which I guess makes sense. But considering how close he was to a lot of his staff, it doesn't really make sense that none of them would like check up on him or anything like that. Which I guess is also a point.
Yeah.
I'm very reluctantly agreeing with you guys about this stuff. For me, this is mostly nitpicking the movie because you can't. No movie is really perfect, honestly.
That's true. But with Arya's thing as well, social media, another big thing about it is there's actually the saying where all press is good press or something like that. Or where even if it's bad or good, if you're becoming more popular, I guess in most circumstances, if you use it right, it can be good.
Become popular and famous because of like
Exactly.
the Twitter things.
Yeah,
And
this movie
at the
shows
end
that.
it turned out good for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, he lost his reputation too.
I mean, to be fair, like with that saying, for example, I think it really applies to this movie because at first he becomes viral, but in a negative way. But we see in the movie as that actually benefits him because from that he's able to kind of restart his career and continue from there and improve. So I guess it kind of shows what exactly social media can do.
Yeah, I think it also shows that just because something bad happens on social media, a person can still get out from that ditch and like improve themselves and do something new, which is what John Favreau's character did.
Yeah.
Going from the restaurant to a food truck where he was his own boss, he could do whatever he wanted, and he was genuinely enjoying himself.
Yeah.
Well, I think that settles it for this episode. So let's
What
start
would you
with
rate the
Adam.
movie?
What?
What would you rate it?
Oh, we're starting from me.
Yeah, out of 5. What would you rate it, Arya?
I would rate it. The best I can do is 3.8 because of the production and the actings. I really I enjoyed the movie, but not much. So I will give it a 3.8 out of 5.
I would give it the same as Aria because I did enjoy the movie and the actors were good, but yeah, I felt really disconnected with a lot of the movie, so I think I'll just stick with the 3.8 as well.
Well,
I know, we know, like, it's your favorite movie, we all have different preferences.
Alright, originally it was a 5, but you know what? You guys have convinced me. It's a 4.5 now. I
feel
went
kinda bad.
down.
I was going
for
for
like
like 4.99 or something.
4.9. You can't really do that. I don't do that kind of stuff. But yeah, for me it's like a 4.5. It's still one of my favorite movies. But again, as with all of the movies that we do, this is our opinions.
Yeah.
We are nowhere close to professionals or anything like that. We're complete amateurs.
We're the journalists.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us what you guys think about
Comment
the movie.
down below.
Comment down below.
And subscribe.
Subscribe, like the video. If you have any suggestions for what movies or TV
We
shows
may
you want to
actually
do,
like post a question sticker on Instagram. So follow the Instagram.
Follow the Instagram page.
We'll put it on the description of the channel. And we'll do a question thing, so you can send your suggestions for the next movies, or you can just comment them down below.
Yeah,
We'll for sure watch it and get to it.
And I guess that's
tune in
pretty
for
much
the
it.
next episode next week.
Yeah, next week. We don't know what we're doing yet. We'll see.
The
We're setting up the schedule.
be fixed soon.
Hopefully, it'll be a better schedule this time around.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for the support you've shown so far on the videos. It's really appreciated.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, for sure.
And I guess we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
See ya.